Y'all, god dang Beauty and the Beast. What's good, John Lonnie Appleton? If you got a couple of minutes, god dang Beauty and the Beast. I'm sitting here watching this Korean Odyssey on Netflix. It's a jam, y'all. Check that out if you're into K-dramas. If you ain't into K-dramas, give it a go. This one will suck you in. Anyway, so I'm watching this stuff, and the guy's a monster. Yes, I'm about to... No, this is just his plot. This guy's a monster, and he's here on Earth, and he's... Anyway, with this human, and so there's a back and forth. This girl is falling in love with him, and he's in love with her, but he's denying his feelings because he's a monster. He knows his feelings aren't real. And so, but he's really mean to her, but she's falling in love with him because he's being nice and mean to her at the same time. That was a really bad explanation. But what I'm saying is, he's being terrible to her, but he's being the sweetest to her at the same time. And then I was like, well, there's that love-hate stuff, you know? That's how little girls are finding themselves in abusive relationships. And I was like, this ain't the first time we've seen this. When did we start seeing this? God dang Beauty and the Beast. Beauty was just so sweet, and she came in, and Beast was a beast, and she tamed him. And so that's why these girls find themselves in these relationships with these beasts, and they think they could tame them. Like, I'm not trying to be insensitive and no disrespect, but I'm just seeing how a seed can be planted at a very young age where a female comes in, deals with the dude's crap, and she tames him. And he could just be as gnarly as he wants to be and all as he wants to be, and she's just supposed to take it. So that's why our little boys are these men who are fucking assholes, but do loving stuff. And that's why our girls are these women who think, I could change him. I know he did that with her, but I can change him. I can save him. I know that he is treating his depression with alcohol, but I can change him. And we stay in these relationships for way too fucking long because we're waiting for that fairy tale ending that never comes because you can't save him. If he's an asshole, he's gonna be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Ass isn't bad, so I'm gonna go ahead and unbleep that out. But what I'm saying is, you can't save him. The only thing that you can save is you. And true selflessness is selfishness. To save him, you must save you. So get the fuck up out of there. Alright, I just figured out hip-hop, y'all. What's good? I'm Lonnie Appleton. If you have a couple minutes, I figured out hip-hop. Let me get some light. I get more views when you could actually see me. Actually, I'm shadow banned or whatever it's called, because I needed space on my phone, so I had to publish all these drafts. But when I published all these drafts, I had to then get shadow banned, and so y'all aren't seeing my videos, but I appreciate you anyway. I'm gonna keep jabbering for you. Anyway, hip-hop, I figured it out. Remember when it came on the scene, we didn't have no issues, you know, and it was like everything was positive, right? Self-destruction. You headed for self-destruction. Who you calling up? T-U-N-I-T-Y. See how I mixed that just like that? I'm a human beatbox. Just call me Biz Marquis. But what I'm saying is, it's not Biz Marquis. He beatboxed too, but it was Dougie Fresh. It was the Get Fresh crew. Don't do me. Was Biz Marquis in the Get Fresh crew? Damn, you might be able to do me. Anyway, what I'm saying is, it was all positive. There was no restrictions on it. It was making its way about the hoods, blah, blah, blah. And you know, don't nobody care until they figure out how to make money off of it, right? So they didn't really start pushing hip-hop until they found a way to get money off of it, and the government paid it no mind. They didn't care. It was uniting. But then that shit kicked up on the West Coast. God dang Eazy-E and NWA. I know they're all together, but Eazy does it. We want Eazy! We want Eazy! Yes, I don't know how I know that so well. I remember the video though, yep, and they was dancing in the cages. Man, what was I watching that on the box? Anyway, NWA burst on the scene, and that's when the government took notice because it was impacting their communities and their neighborhoods. It wasn't talking about, you know, because if you look at, I'm going on a tangent, y'all, just stay with me. Because if you look at like grunge, and I don't know the different names, metal, and all those different types coming out of the rock side of things, the white side of things, I said it. But if you look at that music, it's very angry. They want to say our music is violent. Their music is angry. Both promote death. But that's not this conversation. Not yet, at least. And so when that angry hip hop, because remember they was on that Peace and Love over there, you know, dashiki, my little hat would have fit right in that era. Yeah, all I need is a little medallion situation with the fist. But what I'm saying is, it did become a problem with the Peace and Love, but once that angry stuff hit their ears and that came in, and now their kids are listening to that stuff. So now their kids are listening to hip hop and they're like, that's a problem. What did they say? Oh yeah, that's a problem. So on one side, they're making millions probably at the time, millions of dollars off of this stuff. But on the other side, this stuff has now made it into their children's ears and it's influencing their children when they let it permeate and penetrate in the first place to influence our children. You know, it was cool when it was over here. But once it crossed the bridge, we gotta fake some outrage. What's good, y'all? Lonnie Appleton here. If you have a couple of minutes, I am talking about the origins of hip hop. I don't know how I got on this tip. I'm sitting here trying to watch my K-drama and this just dropped in. So I'm letting y'all in on the conversation. So anyway, they still gotta make money off this hip hop, but they still gotta fake outrage for the people who are outraged about this. So now they got the parental advisory. Let's start arresting these niggas. Let's start feeding the judicial system and all that so everybody starts eating off of this hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Even when y'all get killed, the mortuary industry eats off of y'all. Y'all don't see how y'all business yet? But anyway, the point that I'm making is, I say, you know what I'm saying a lot. But anyway, a lot. I figured that by watching one of my videos back to back to back. I sure wish my views counted. So I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm not coming for nobody's head, I'm just thinking. What an example of someone who sold out, especially in that era, would be someone who switched from the positive vibe. Nah, because LL Cool J was always with the shits. Like, he came through with the first, rap beef of I'm gonna knock you out. So he was always with the shits. And he actually got more positive as he got older. But I'm thinking like, and again, I'm not coming for nobody's heads, but like a Salt and Pepper. To remain in, but they know they were sexy even in their era, and they had their positive songs. I don't know, I'm just thinking, could somebody who switched from that positive vibe to kind of a negative image to sustain and survive in the industry, could they be considered someone who sold out? They sold out their community in a respect. And I'm not saying because I discounted LL and I discounted Salt and Pepper because they were on their vibe before. But what I was just saying, I can't think of anyone from that time, but I wonder if there's anyone who was able to remain relevant through the times of changing and is continuously changing in a negative space and they're following trend. Could that be a sellout?